Now we're going to start talking about types, data types that is, operators, and expressions in the C language. Data types actually limit the contents of an item. So that we have a variable, and let's say that it's a character, that's the char or char, or character. It could be an integer, a floating point, or a double precision floating point. A double is just a larger float with greater precision. And of course, we'll look at all of these in details as we go through this section. You can also have shorts, longs, signed and unsigned. And shorts and longs relate to integers, and that says how many bits there are in the integer and what's the largest and smallest, most negative number that you can have held within that variable value. And of course, an unsigned cannot go negative. It can be 0 or a positive value. And a signed, which is the default, if you just make an integer, it will be signed, so it could go negative. A character the same way. You can have a negative character. And we will look at those maximum, minimum, maximum values as we go through this. Operators are used to test and change the values of variables. We have the multiplication, division, addition, subtraction across here, our standard arithmetic operators. And then we get into comparisons, less than, greater than, less than or equal, these two together make that up. Greater than or equal, this is a separate operator. That's a single operator, even though it's two characters, just like that one. This is an equality, is one thing equal to another thing. We'll see that later on. And you do not use less than, greater than for not equals. We use something with the exclamation point and an equals sign. That's not equals there, the operator for not equals. So we'll see all these in great detail as we go. And then a C expression is a combination of variables or data types and operators. And we can also have constants. We haven't talked about those yet, but we will. And a constant, of course, is something that you set a value to when you create it or initialize it, and you do not then change the value. You're not allowed to change the value of a constant, or it wouldn't be a constant. So an expression is made up of, here we have a variable called a, and it has an assignment operator of equals. But notice that's different than an equality. Is one thing equal to another is very different than this thing is equal to this thing. That's the left side, or what we call the L value. You'll see that is set equal to the result of this variable, or it could be a constant. We don't know yet at this point. Added to this variable or constant. Of course, we have our semicolon that makes the end of a statement. So that's the section that we're taking a look at now, types, operators, and expressions. So hang on and go on to the next section here, and we'll dig into this in some detail.